They call her the party mom, and with pretty good reason. A suburban California mother, Anna Walker, has admitted that she had sexual relations with 2 teenage boys at her home. She also provided beer to a dozen teenagers who sadly were later injured in a car crash. Now, in return for her guilty plea, a prosecutor said Walker should face no more than a year in jail, even though the charges carry a maximum punishment of 7 years and 8 months in prison. Why such a light sentence? Let's see what today's A-List has to say about it. Cody Willard is a hedge fund manager and blogger who writes for TheStreet.com. Must be a rich guy if he runs a hedge fund. James Boyce is a Democratic strategist who blogs for the Huffington Post and Daily Kos. Allison Kasic is with the Independent Women's Forum and runs their Inkwell blog. And today's Fox Wildcard, host of Red Eye, Greg Gutfeld, who is battling a major flu bug to come in and be with us.
And share it with everybody.
And to share it with everybody, thank you.
Loaded with medication.
So isn't a mom just entitled to have some fun? She's just having some fun, right?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
No.
It's 35.
Aside from the fact that I certainly had my Stacy's mom has got it going on crushes in high school, we got to string someone like this up from their toes and hang them upside down. You don't get kids drunk and put them in a car and send them home. It's just
and pay somebody. $50. $50 to drive kids home at 3 in the morning because your husband, who's a police officer,
more than the sex issue, it's the drunken driving issue that really needs to be prosecuted.
Well, and both of them are just awful. Right. And just think if the situation had been reversed, Allison, if it had been young girls and a father had had sex with them.
Everyone would be outraged. There'd be a very sharp legal penalty. And why do we have that double standard with girls? We should be concerned with protecting all of our children, boys and girls.
Well, I don't know. Maybe I should be devil's advocate for the woman. But I just think that if you take away the unfortunate accident, this is a double standard that I can get behind. I think that there should be more women, unhappy married women taking sexually frustrated 15-year-olds under their wings. Another point I want to Another point I want to bring up. This is one of those occasions when you hear about strip poker. That's the only time you never play strip poker. You only hear about strip poker.
Okay, but seriously, folks, I mean, this is bad. She had sex with 2 of her son's friends, not just 2 random guys, but 2 of her son's friends.
Right. Well, and again, I mean, it's one of them was under 16 years old, and you know, when I was 15 years old, certainly, again, I had crushes on friends' mothers, absolutely, but you know, you can't act on that, and when you do, there has to be prosecution, and that's what really blows the mind here, is that she's not going to jail or anything.
Yeah, James, she may very well not go to jail.
She's not going to go to jail.
Right.
I mean, she plea bargained down to one charge. She's not going to jail, and it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
How much time should she have served? The 7 or 8 years? Which
2 to 3. I say 2 to 3 years. Absolutely. How about 1 for each kid?
Okay, so this also 1 for each kid.
One for a kid to be named later.
Yeah, hopefully she's not going to be around any kids anytime soon.
But again, they don't need. She doesn't have to file as a sexual.
That's right.
What's the actual phrase?
She's sexual predator.
Not a sexual predator. And so, again, though, with 2 teenage kids, doesn't that sort of make her a sexual predator?
Yeah, I would tend to agree here.
You know, one thing I think
just a dream.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's joking about how this is every teenage boy's dream. You know, they want to have sex with an older woman. But
she wasn't bad looking, and I think that plays a role. If she had been less attractive, she probably would have gotten jail time, because that's the kind of culture we live in, I'm afraid.
Hey, Allison.
We let attractive people off the hook.
Well, and letting attractive people off the hook is something we saw with Deborah Lefebvre. The beautiful teacher had sex with her 14-year-old student. Yet another woman is getting off the hook here.
No, we should be putting them all behind bars. I mean, this is the height of irresponsibility. I mean, imagine how could you do that to your child? I mean, imagine what that was like for him to go back to school. I mean,
he was bragging about it. You know that if you hook up with you would be talking about it for months.
He's going to be in therapy in about 20 years and have some serious problems.
Well, you make an interesting point about the therapy. Will this screw the kids up for life? All right, we got to end this topic, though we could spend the rest of the hour on it.